Thank you, Cynthia and Amanda. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you for serving as the co-chairs of this luncheon. And thank you for sharing your stories and your experiences with Girls Inc. You've both been champions of Girls Inc. for such a long time, and we're really fortunate to have you. I also want to add my thanks to the host committee for making this thing possible. You're wonderful. We appreciate everything that you do for us. I want to say a special thank you to our sponsor, the Coca-Cola Company, for their generous support, both of today's event. Thank you. And they also support one of our key initiatives, which is called Project Accelerate, which is helping to support girls through high school and beyond into the workforce. Next, I would like to recognize members of the Girls Inc. Legacy Society who are here today. Thank you for making us part of your legacy planning and ensuring that the Girls Inc. experience continues on into the future. Let me take a moment to recognize the staff and girls from some of our affiliates who are in attendance. From New York, we have members of Girls Inc. of the Greater Capital Region, Long Island, New York City, and Westchester County. Also joining us are leaders from, there's lots, hold on. Leaders from Girls Inc. of Central Connecticut, Girls Inc. of Greater Philadelphia and Southern New Jersey, and Girls Inc. of Sarasota, Florida. Thank you all. All right. And if anybody is interested ever in working with one of the local affiliates, please let me know. I'd be so thrilled to introduce you. And last but not least, I also want to add my thanks to the extraordinary group of leaders that we have the privilege of honoring today. Kelly, Ali'i, Shayna, and Milena. You're all amazing, you're inspiring, and we're so lucky to have you with us today. Last but not least, thank you to all of you for joining us, for celebrating Women's History Month with us. Coming together as a community is the best way I can think of to celebrate the undeniable power of girls and women. I think it's fair to assume that everybody who's here believes that every girl deserves the best possible future. Girls are powerful, we know this, and we know that what they need are spaces where they can maximize that power, where they can be celebrated and nurtured as they grow into the leaders that they were destined to become. So that's where Girls Inc. comes in, but of course we can't do it without all of you. We're going to need your help to make sure that girls get the opportunities and the experiences that will help them succeed. The beauty in what we do at Girls Inc. is that we all win when we set girls up for success. Research shows that girls who are leaders grow up to be women who are leaders, women who give back and support their communities in big ways. Over the next 3 years, we plan to scale up our proven successful model to bring the Girls Inc. experience to even more girls. We're charting this ambitious journey because we believe that all girls should have access to every opportunity. From our headquarters in New York City, where I sit, we support a network of 75 affiliates across 350 cities. Together, we reach nearly 120,000 girls every year. And I work to lead the support team that will provide the systems and the infrastructure to help the local organizations focus their resources on serving the girls, which is what, of course, they do best. My team helps with things like hiring, training, curriculum, marketing, things like that. We also facilitate opportunities for the affiliates to learn from each other. And those affiliates, therefore, can spend the most of their time and resources being there for the girls, for the families, and for the communities, and supporting them each day. The data show that our approach works. We have a demonstrable impact on the lives and the futures of young women because of the trusted mentors, the supportive environments, and the research-informed programming that equip girls to reach their full potential. That's why we want to reach more girls. This is not just a numbers game, it's a proven way to support emerging women leaders, so we're continuing to grow our reach. You may have heard that in the last year, we merged with an organization to launch Girls Inc. of Greater Pittsburgh. This was a merger that also allowed us to expand further into Boston and reach 700 more girls there. So this is the kind of growth that we want to be able to support. We're looking to do that in the tri-state area as well. So if you have ideas, we are welcoming those ideas. And we've also expanded opportunities for girls to find their own voices. We now have teen advocacy councils across 15 states and 2 in Canada. But there's always more to do, and that feels true right now more than ever. We no longer have time for incremental growth. We really want to transform what the Girls Inc. network is and does. So over the next 3 years, we have 5 goals. Number 1, we are growing the network. Number 2, we want to become more nimble in meeting the girls' needs. Number 3, we are creating efficiencies to free up affiliates' time. Number 4, we are expanding our alumni network. And number 5, we are investing in our alumni as they enter the workforce. In terms of growth, obviously, we have to continue to be in more places. We need the wherewithal to make initial investments in new communities, even as we work toward gathering the support that will sustain those new communities. And because we have a unique ability to work not just for girls, but also with girls, we're currently polling the new generation of girl voters. We're getting a sense of what they feel they need, and then we're working with leaders who can support the issues that matter most to girls. We don't want to be the voice for girls. We want to be the platform by which these girls share their perspectives. And as hard as it is right now to lift up these issues, it's important for girls to believe in the system and to practice working within it. Becoming more nimble in meeting girls' needs means that we're creating new programming, and we're also equipping more adults to help girls address their challenges. And we mean not to do this 6 months from now, but right now. For instance, you've all seen the reports on anxiety and depression and the roots of this mental health crisis in social media. Last fall, we were in Santa Barbara to announce a national partnership with an organization called Half the Story that provides digital wellness programming to girls across the Girls Inc. network. And as part of the launch, the Duchess of Sussex joined me in a visit to Girls Inc. of Greater Santa Barbara, where we chatted with middle school girls on the importance of using technology responsibly. I won't go into detail about all of our plan right now, but our other 3 priorities are about figuring out things like centralized employee benefits or group commercial insurance policies so that our affiliates can spend the maximum amount of their time and money creating experiences with and for the girls. We're thinking harder these days about the fabulous young women that our participants become and how to support them as they enter the workforce. Project Accelerate, as I mentioned, is an initiative to advance workplace opportunities and create leadership pathways for girls. And we will be able to work with more than 5,000 young women by 2030 and expand beyond that. So we can use your help to open doors to opportunities across the various professional fields. We're also beginning to connect our alumni better to each other and to the girls, and there's incredible power in this network. We know that there are no mentors and role models more committed than those who have been Girls Inc. girls, and you heard Cindy's story. And we know that strong, smart, and bold is for a lifetime. So we're building an alumni network that both serves women who have participated in Girls Inc. and draws on their strengths to serve current participants and help spread the word about the skills and the attributes that our alumni possess. So that's our agenda for the network and for our affiliates. It's ambitious, but it is what we must do, because when we support girls, we all win. And now I have a message for the girls who are here. Girls, breathe and believe and know that we are here to support you. I know it feels like so many things are changing at this moment. We tend to react really fast to social media. We doom scroll, we soak up other people's opinions. It's so easy to get overwhelmed. So I want to recommend something called self-authorship. This is a psychology term that basically means you decide for yourself how you feel and what you want to do, instead of letting someone else, or worse yet, your phone, tell you how to feel and what to do. We want you to write your own story. We want you to create your own positive direction. We want you to find your own hope and steer toward your own vision of the world. That's part of what the Girls Inc. experience works to help girls develop. And my wish for you is that even in the middle of distractions and uncertainty, that you will remember who you are and what you want to accomplish, because you are powerful. Actually, that's a lesson not just for the young women in the room. I think that's something we should all take in. In the middle of fear and confusion, it is easy to forget what's positive and powerful. And I tried so hard not to get sad when I said this, but for me, these young women are the perfect example of what's positive and powerful. It is belief in the potential that these young women hold in spite of the obstacles, and sometimes even because of the obstacles they face, that gives me hope. They are my vision of the future. So in times like these, I think we all look for ways to take action to make things better. That's something that I think is comforting to all of us. And we look for evidence on which to base our actions. And we have clear evidence that girls make great leaders because they have empathy, they have compassion, they have persistence, they're creative, they dream big dreams. They can do more than one thing at once and still do a good job. Girls Inc. is here to open the doors that these girls will walk through. And we have clear evidence that the Girls Inc. experience works to position these young women for success. Our data show that Girls Inc. girls can outperform their peers across 20 different outcome areas. So armed with that evidence, we can take what I believe is the most important action of all. We can support them in creating their own pathways to the future and in leading the change that I believe this world needs. So that's why we're here today, because we believe in the promise that these young women hold. They will be the leaders of tomorrow, but we are the leaders of today, and we need to support them. So through all kinds of changes, Girls Inc. has built the expertise and the relationships that position us today to achieve this vision. We understand the opportunities in their full breadth and depth. We have a proven solution, we have a track record of success, we have resiliency, and we've got a plan to make a difference. Now, more than ever, we need to make our own joy happen. And I thank you for being part of this day and sharing this celebration with Girls Inc. One last thing before I introduce our next speaker, I'm going to invite you to indulge in a little retail therapy. Macy's Herald Square. For the month of March, you can round up your purchase to support Girls Inc., and small change makes a big difference. Over the last 3 years, with the support of Macy's customers, we've been able to raise nearly $7 million and support 330,000 girls. So, if you're looking to refresh your spring wardrobe, maybe you need a little red for next year's event, there's no better time than now, and I wish you all happy shopping. So, thank you.